and send that out to people. That was a very good tip. Great. You're also going to want to put all your joint information. Yeah.
How do you label your, like the hand lotions? How do you put the little labels on there? Because every time I put one on, they fall off.
I usually tie like a ribbon around it with my business card.
Okay.
That way they'll just have it. Because a lot of times when it has that clear stuff over it, they're going to tear it off anyway. So I usually just give them my business card. And everything else is labeled. But I have put it on it and it just comes right off.
Okay.
And that's actually been, it's on the idea share. So someone's coming up with that. You want to also put all your joint information in the bag. This is a want to sell Scentsy form that's floating around on the website. On the internet. So if you guys don't have it, you can like friend me and I'll send it to you. One time I had a basket party out and I was in Boston on a Scentsy trip and I turned my phone off because we're supposed to turn our phones off. And someone wanted to join while I was gone. And so when I got back on Friday, I got their email and I was so excited and I called them and they'd already joined. They had Googled and found someone else because I didn't have this in the basket. So you want to I learned my mistakes too, you know? So that's how you learn. It's a want to sell sheet. It has all these questions that if anyone had about joining Scentsy answered already. And then where to go if they want to sign up and you put your own information in there. So order presentation is really important. You can also take the tissue paper and take room spray and spray on the tissue paper and then it'll smell really good. Or you can even, with something that I like to do at home, is I like to take the toilet paper rolls and spray the toilet paper rolls, and then whenever somebody's in my bathroom and they have used the toilet paper, it smells really good. So those are some ideas that we had there. Now let's talk about how do you do customer appreciation, and how do you tell your customer thank you. So I'm going to tell you something that I do. Customer care starts at your party or your order, but it never, ever stops. You need to continue this. So something fun that I like to do is I like to find out my hostess's favorite scent. Then I give them a scent circle, and I write down the date and the time of their party, and I give it to them to hang up in their car. And a lot of times they will not cancel because they see that constant reminder that they have to send out the invitations, they have to call to make sure. You know, that's whenever you can tell them fun things like, you know, call people and tell them to wear something pink or, you know, so that they can actually call and follow up to make sure they're coming to their party. Then at their party, I like to give them a half off coupon for their birthday week. Because we always have a $150 qualifying order, we always have a perpetual party reward that we can use for half off on their birthday gift. So I like to do that. Also, if there's online orders, I always have handwritten cards. So I don't know where my handwritten card went, but inside this order, I had a handwritten card because that really speaks volumes whenever you give someone a handwritten card. It looks like you sat down, took time, that they're special to you. Okay? Another thing, this is really cool. I have a guest here with me today because I remembered her favorite scent. Do you guys remember wasabi ginger? Yeah. So 5 years ago when I started Scentsy, I loved wasabi ginger. So I stocked up on it whenever it discontinued. Well, I was at an event and this girl came up and she was like, do you have wasabi ginger? And I was like, girl, you gotta be my best friend to get my wasabi ginger because that is like my scent. So I did sell her a bar. I met her later because it was at my house. I didn't have it at the event. And then about 8 or 9 months later, I saw her sneaking up again to my booth and she's like, do you have any wasabi ginger? I was like, yeah, get off my wasabi ginger because she knew that I had a stash. So I sold her one more, and then that summer, the Bring Back My Bar came back, and wasabi ginger was in it. So I called her, told her I had bought her a 6-pack of wasabi ginger, and that she had to host a party for me since she loved it so much. She did. She had over an $800 party. She had 3 or 4 bookings off of it, and she's here today as my guest, and she's getting ready to join, just because I remembered the wasabi ginger. So you guys want to always remember people with their favorite scents when they're discontinuing or when things come back because it really speaks volumes to them. Now, what is something that someone has done special for their customer? Especially something that we have just gone through, something that was back ordered and we had to really use customer care. You know what I'm talking about? What is something you did to make that right for them? What am I talking about first? I know everybody knows. Chasing fireflies. So what is something that you did? You did what? You gave someone an extra plug-in? Okay, what else?
Mary Ann, my girlfriend here, she went to Dollar Tree and she found these really cool mason jar gift bags. And they match the mason jar warmer perfectly. So what I did with mine was I put a bar, and I think it was a hand sanitizer, a sample, and I gave that with their Chasing Fireflies when it came in as a Merry Christmas, so sorry you have to wait for your warmer. And then, I really appreciate it.
That's great. Any more? Yes.
I just joined today with my consultant.
Oh, congratulations!
My consultant right here, I just got mine today, and she put an extra bar of, PKs in there for me.
Oh, that is so awesome. Here, that's that back to her. Okay, yes.
Doing Christmas on the back end of the drugstore, woman was out, so I had a new customer. I just known her, one of my favorite warmers, and when hers came in, I gave her hers, and then she bought the one that I had known.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Who else? Anyone else had some great customer care with the Chasing Fireflies? Yes. Well, the first thing that you want to do is when you find out something is back ordered, you need to make sure you let them know right away, because they will be very understanding. I actually had a girl just recently who she had 5 warmers that were back ordered out of her Christmas gifts. It was Desert Earth and Brush Strokes. And oh, it was horrible. So I found other warmers on my team, bought them from them, or we switched so I could give it to them when mine came in. And then I opened up my team page for a little bit just to let her in to see that the slowdown was going on and what all we were going through. Just to give her an insight. And now she's getting ready to join because she understands we work as a family and we help each other. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. That's awesome. Yes.
I have an idea with like online orders or people who are from out of state, my word of thought just slipped my mind. It had to do with,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's
If I
okay. We'll come
remember,
back
I'll
to
find
you.
it.
And one thing I wanted to mention that's really important is the first thing you want to ask someone when they're filling out those customer care sheets, just getting to back to that for a minute, you want to ask them if they have a consultant. Because you don't ever want to step on anyone else's toes. So, and then they say no, or they never followed up with me, that's whenever you can actually go for it. I kind of find out what the situation is and if I know the person, because sometimes if I know the person, I'll give them a second chance with it. If I don't know who they are, then I'll give them the option, because it's up to the customer, ultimately, who they're gonna go through. And I'll say, well, I'm sorry, that didn't work out, here's my information, and you can get a hold of her. So, yes,
I remembered.
okay.
Giving them their tracking number.
Oh,
When
yeah.
the order is completed.
That's really good. Yeah, and a lot of people will put on Facebook when your order has shipped, and then like tag the person, because it's those little things like that that make them feel really special. So I have like shared a lot with you today with customer care, and I want you guys to tell me a few things that you're gonna go out and use in your business next week to really rock it. So let's take some hands. All right, yes. 2 by 2 by 2? Awesome. Okay, yes. Okay, thank you, Note. Okay, yes.